Hey everyone, here are the 20 best new mods of the week in Baldur's Gate 3's Mod Manager and Nexus mods. We've gotten a lot of really great stuff lately, like Fade's Augmentation runes here, adding a rune system to the game, me and my pals Selective Combat and Story Party mod, Volo, the Verified Order and Load Optimization mod, some pretty big stuff here, as well as native mod configuration menu, adding some new frameworks for other mods to work on top of. Lots of great outfits here, and we'll be breaking all of that down in this video. First up is Fade's Augmentation runes here by Graphic Fade. This adds a new rune system to the game here where you're going to unlock these. Certain ones are from bosses, certain that you'll be able to purchase from merchants. And it has a progressive unlock system. So like for uncommon runes, you have to take down 3 bosses. For rare, you're going to have to take down 10 bosses. You can also fuse these runes together to get new ones. And there's 2 that are exclusive only to being able to be fused together. We also have things like the Phase Spider Matriarch here, which will, whenever you deal poison damage, have a 15% chance of unwebbing the target. I also really like Commander Zalk's one here, which will convert all your weapon damage into fire damage. And also things like Grimm's here, which will add additional slashing damage against constructs and targets that are wearing heavy armor. And for runes, you're able to equip 1 of each rarity, so like 1 uncommon, 1 rare, 1 very rare, and 1 legendary. This is a work in progress. We'll be seeing more added to it as the alpha phase, and I want to say a big shout out to Graphic Fade for sharing some of the updates with this mod in my Discord server. And like other mods by Graphic Fade here, this is really well balanced and feels natural within the game. Next up, we got the DRACONIS Wings, Armor, and Camp Clothing by Neris. And this is the outfit here on Shadowheart. So you do have a separate wing slot, and it will give you a few different spells here. You get the DRACONIS here, which will allow you to a little bit of a fire breath attack there. So pretty cool stuff. You also can fly if you equip the wings here, which only costs your movement speed to use. And you can also teleport and create a fire explosion when you land. So yeah, fun stuff there. On a successful saving throw against a foe spell, you'll deal a 6 to 12 fire damage to the target, and your weapon attacks will also deal an additional 1d4 of fire damage, and you also get the resistance to fire damage with the boots there, and flight from the Draconic Wings, which are a separate slot. And there's also a camp pouch and TMTS support. Next up is the Malefica Light Armor and Camp Clothing by Kali Sins. That is the outfit that you see on my character here. Now, what's nice about this is it has support for body types 1, 2, 3, and 4. This mod also comes with the Fallen Star weapon here, which will return to hand when thrown, and they look really sweet. So yeah, that's what they got there. The Camp Clothing version on here, and there's also a, obviously, armor version, which I'll go over here. So there is the camp version. There is some clipping depending on the head mods that you are using here, but you get immunity to sleep. I'll just mouse over these so you guys can pause and read if you want to see the absolute passives that are included on these. So yeah, camp version as well as armor. It comes in an ominous face, and I gotta say this armor set looks incredible. So yeah, stealthy and also caster-ish. So if you're playing as any class, honestly, this works for all the different classes in this game. That is the Malefica Light Armor and Camp Clothing by Kali Sins. Next we got the Sanctus Signum Outfit Ensemble by Barry Semifreddo. Another amazing outfit here, and we got some physics on the cloth as well, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, that is another dress, and with Barry Semifreddo's mods, they also come with a unique chest that you can put down and a lot of different options. So you got a camp version, there's ones without the accessories included, you can use just the accessories if you wanted to, and there's also a cape only if you just wanted to go with that. And here's an example of what it looks like with the base game burgundy dye included or used on it. So yeah, pretty sweet outfit mod here. Next is a little bit of a difficult one to showcase here, but I still want to obviously include it as I know a lot of people would enjoy a mod like this. So if you like Skirby's mods, go and check out the DnD Arcade Thief Set by Skirby here. All I can show is really this camp version of it. It is a bit revealing, so it has a really nice cloak to it here as well as like a scarf. I guess I can like kind of showcase what these here look like. So yeah, you can actually have like a full-on thief. I have to include it with that. These super ultra low-rise jeans, again, can't really show that kind of stuff on YouTube. I've gotten in trouble lately for that. So I have to be very careful with what I am showcasing. But again, I know a lot of people really enjoy this, so I'm just going to mouse over some of the different options. There's also camp clothing as per usual with Skirby's mods, and you can also use this Wakizashi here and its underwear slot, so you can just have it available on your character at all times. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a DnD thief, and that's kind of what the hood looks like. And again, yeah, I'm sorry for I can't really be able to showcase this properly, but I did get in trouble recently, so yeah, I still want to mention this here for others that may be interested. The DnD Arcade Thief Set. And next up, this is a really cool mod. This is the Summoner Gear Concordant Summoner Regalia by DRACONIS. What this mod does is it's kind of like an add-on to classes, especially summon-based ones, which if you haven't checked out my other summoner class, I've made 5 different classes with summons, and this outfit actually works perfectly with this. Or, for example, if you like to play the Drake Warden. So what it does is it all kind of ties together. So for example, this one here, you gain 1 stack of Concord when one of your summons deal damage. So your summon deals an additional 3d8 of damage whenever you have that stack. And also when you lose all stacks of Concord, your summons will be protected from the next instance of damage that they receive, and you'll also get bonuses to those stats there. Now the armor here gives you the summoner's influence, and this has a lot of different ways that you can actually benefit your summons here. So you can do things like give them more movement speed, give them a +4 armor class, give them action surge, healing, doing a chain strike with your melee target. I think this is such a cool mod. So yeah, this is again meant to be, it is a bit strong, and that's mentioned in the mod description itself, but the purpose for this is like if you're doing like a lone wolf style playthrough and you just want to use your summon alongside this, you can do it, and it actually feels really nice with this. Like this one gives you an armor class and saving throw bonus as long as you have a Concord, as well as the ring here, which will give your summons need to roll a critical hit reduced by 3, so a 15% increase. You grant your summons extra attack during their turns with this ring, and then there are 6 different weapons included with this as well, and they can expose the target, letting your summon do a little extra damage. So yeah, this is a really cool mod for those that enjoy summons, and I am definitely one of those people. It also comes with robes and a staff and a bag of holding. So yeah, that is the Summoner Gear Concordant Summoner Regalia by DRACONIS. And next up, we got the Elfsong Ladies Head Pack by Manuli Peroni. Huge fan of their mods, and this is another banger. This is the head mod. I use the Ophelia here for the purposes of this video, and yeah, trying to showcase this here, but they do have some really great shots of their mod. I'm just going to go through the different heads that they have here. All right, we're back. That took about 15 minutes to get to the magic mirror. My apologies there. It's always tough to film these videos. They always end up taking me like 3 or 4 hours to do, but here we go. We have the Coraline head here, and this is on the character that I'm using. We have the new Mira head here as well, and Ophelia as I was using throughout the entirety of this video, and Rowena here. So yeah, that is the 4 heads that are included with this, and this is definitely a mod that I'll be using going forward. I am always using Manuli Peroni's heads. They do such a great job with this, and this is another great one, the Elfsong Ladies Head Pack. Next up, we got Alice CC Set by Heart Wires here. Now, this is another sweet it's not just a head mod, it is also a hairstyle, skin tone, eye, and makeup, colors, armor, camp clothing, and matching dyes. So you get the whole all-in-one pack with this. So this is what the Alice head looks like here. Thankfully, the hair mod appeared at the top because I have a lot of them, and that is what the Alice hair looks like too. And here's the Alice robes as well. So kind of a compassion version of base game stuff. That is the Alice CC set. And next up, the location that we've been in for most of this video here, the A Peaceful Retreat map for VP by Inky Please. This is a really beautiful map mod, and you can actually climb up on the cliffs and hillsides here. So really sweet stuff because you can use this for virtual photography. But if you're not interested in virtual photography, I do have my Infinite Combat Create Your Encounters mod, and this is the perfect place to throw down and have a fight because it is just a beautiful location. So got this watery back section here. I was filming the video at the start, just right over in this section here, but got some really cool bamboo. This will require you to have the Axie map assets here for all the different stuff that is included, but honestly, it is so worth it just for the beautiful views that come with this. So I am loving all the different virtual photography map mods. They're actually my favorite type of mod to see in Baldur's Gate 3. It's just cool to see new locations in the game and all the possibilities that come with it. So yeah, that is the Peaceful Retreat here map for VP by Inky Please. And next up is the Me and My Pal Selective Combat and Story Party mod by Farian Legacy. This is similar to the Sit This One Out 2 mod by Mycroft Jr. What this mod does is basically, if you're going to be playing through the game with a party size of larger than 4, there are some issues that do pop up. This is something you'd have to use a like party size extender for. Basically what this mod does is that when you're exploring, you're still going to get all the dialogue from all your characters, but you can make it so that you just have the 4 characters that you're, wanted to explore with you, and the rest of them are going to be invisible, invincible. They won't get attacked by anything, and you can just roam around with your entire party for dialogue purposes, but also have them invisible. And that is the key difference here between the sit when out mod. So basically you just have them intangible and following along, but whenever a conversation does pop up, they will be active for it. There's a lot of different toggleable controls here that you got with the companion controls, so you can have them show all, show talkers, hide all, set all to non-combat, clear non-combat. So yeah, lots of customization with this mod. And like always with pretty much all mods like this that increase the party size, unassign your party, have one person go across and then teleport back, or grab the whole party, teleport there. That's something I have to repeat a lot for people, just because increasing the party size causes a major bug there. So just don't have that happen. And there's no mods that can really fix that. But this is a very cool mod, and especially nice if you like the sit this one out. So yeah, you can now have them be all invisible alongside you. Next up, we got the Volo Verified Order and Load Optimization mod here by Mr. Moonson. So what this mod does is it is free load order sorting for Baldur's Gate 3, built from load orders from the community that have been played on live on volobg3.com. If you played any of the Fallout games, Skyrim, Oblivion, and even Starfield, this is similar to the loot mod load order optimization tool, but for Baldur's Gate 3 with a very well named mod name, the Volo. And the cool thing about this is it is a website. So you basically just use this here, community-driven project. So this will improve over time. It is not full authority at the current moment. So yeah, there is a limit to how much you can trust it currently. The master list knows around 9,416 mods calibrated against Baldur's Gate 3's patch 8. And it sorts the way orders that actually worked are sorted. That's where it is a huge advantage, because again, if you're using a ton of mods, it can sometimes be difficult to get them to work properly. So this has the reasoning shown for every mod, and it runs in your browser, no need for an account, and it costs nothing. Volo, incredible stuff here. Baldur's Gate 3 modding community is amazing. I'm really happy to see something like this to make it easier for some of the people I know out there with over 1,000 mods installed. Next up is the native mod configuration menu here by Luis Nunez. What this does is it adds another menu into the game for mods like the Requiem for the Absolute, as it has full customization over this. This mod doesn't do anything on its own. It's meant to be a framework for other mods. So for example, like if you had the Requiem for the Absolute, you now have selections for like dynamic encounters, ambushes, camp raids, skirmishes, fight and vengeance, silencer. You get the idea. It has a full menu that lets you configure things, and you're able to access it just from the menu here. Kind of similar to like how the mod configuration menu works. So a similar process, just for different types of mods. Just wanted to highlight this one here in case you're using the new Requiem for the Absolute. I know a lot of people are really enjoying that mod. Next up, we got a very useful mod. I wish I had this earlier. This would have saved me like hundreds of hours. Skip mod verification window. Yeah, it does exactly what the name on the tin implies. It gets rid of this mod from verification menu. It does still leave the older missing mods list there. So if you have mods that are missing, it will still prompt you for those, so you can't really mess things up. This is just a nice saves. Probably if I had this download a year ago, would have saved hundreds of hours. So this is super useful. Love seeing mods like this pop up by Volatio, and they actually have a lot of really great mods like this. Next up, we got the Gothic Dress Body Type 1, Body Type 3 by Yuri Alex. And this is the dress that I had on Karlach here the entire time. So it's nice. It gives you just the shield spell here, and it has a 12 armor class base. So yeah, it looks really nice here. So that is what we're working with. And the nice thing is it body types 1 and 3 of every race, including Dragonborn and Half-Orc. So for the Half-Orc fans out there, there's a new outfit on the block, and this is honestly a really great mod, and it's their very first clothing mod. Excited to see some more from them. So Gothic Dress Body Type 1 and 3. Next, we've got the Merigold, the Fearless, Triss Merigold's alternative outfit by Yanhi. Now, I covered last week the other Triss outfit. Huge fan of that. If you're playing Witcher 3, you'll know these outfits, and that is what we're working with here. So I know a lot of people prefer the alternative outfits, so we now have it available in Baldur's Gate 3. And with this mod, they always have cool, like, chest appearances there. There is also a dyeable version here, as well as like a camp clothing version, so you got full options there. I think this looks really nice though, and again, it fits within Baldur's Gate 3 very well, so absolutely love that. Merigold the Fearless, Triss Merigold's alternative outfit by Yanhi. Next up is the Sorceress Dress Body Types 1 and 3 by Yuri Alex. And this is armor befitting of a sorceress. So that is what it looks like on Karlach there. It's the same deal. We got the armor type for all different bodies. So here is what it looks like on body type 1. Really like this. Again, I'm a big caster fan, so it's nice to have some more outfits that look like lore appropriate within Baldur's Gate 3. So yeah, that is the Sorceress Dress Body Type 1 and 3 by Yuri Alex. And next we got the True Disguise Self dialogues unlocked by Fortis Est Veritas. Now what this does, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, is that whenever you do a Disguise Self, you are now going to get their race lock dialogue included in that. So if you disguise self as a drow, you will now get drow specific dialogue options. And there's also a no body change version. So with this, you'd basically keep your appearance, creating an illusion instead of physically changing, disguise self being an illusion spell. So kind of a 2-in-1 mod here. I like the extra layer of fun that you can have with getting the dialogue options of that character that you're disguise self as. And you can also just turn invisible. So yeah, drow, obviously. And next up, we got the alternate Tiefling legs CC and equipable by Fluffy Spider. This is a really sweet mod because I know there's a lot of people out there that want their Tiefling to look a little different. So instead of just having normal feet, you can have hooves, you can have claws, you can have more claws with scales, and even more claws, and even more claws. Lots of great options here, so this is cool. I know there's some people that were actually asking for a mod like this, and yeah, you got full equipable shoes and clothing that is going to work with that. The tutorial chest will include clothing that does fit these body types, as well as different shoes as well. Mods like Tailless Tiefling or other mods that rewrite the vanilla assets in the character creator will conflict with this mod. And if you change your horn color, it's going to change the color of the claws and hooves. So yeah, great for Tiefling fans out there. And next we got the Astral Fury Lae'Zel edit by Sweet Generous Thing. Now this is another Baldur's Gate 3 multiverse, the Astral Fury. And this one looks pretty solid. So it takes Lae'Zel from looking like this, changes the face model a little bit, edits the textures, and edited the wrinkle map, and gives her new starting armor. So yeah, this is a change to Lae'Zel, and it still keeps the core feeling of Lae'Zel there, which I think is really nice. So if you just want to use the face, it does change the face a little bit there. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Astral Fury Lae'Zel edit. And last is a mod that I didn't have time to test out today, but I still want to mention it because I'm sure there's some people out there that would enjoy something like this. Auto Sorting Hotbar by Lo. Now what this does is it implies it'll end up sorting the hotbar there. So with this, you can use the mod configuration menu to have all your spells sorted out for you. I know there's been people asking for a mod like this, so I prefer just having the mod be able to do it all myself here, but this can keep things nice and neat, and especially so if you're using a lot of mods. And it also uses the mod configuration menu to be able to adjust all of that. Just want to quickly mention this one here because again, there's people that are interested in a mod like this. So yeah, another incredible week for Baldur's Gate 3 mods. If you enjoyed this video, they do take a very long time to do, so if you're watching on mobile, consider hyping the video. It helps get the word out to more people to help get more downloads for these mods. Hope you guys all have a great day though. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you in the next video.